Hello, you guys. So we finally finished our edit to some extent for our test bench. If you guys ever wanted to learn or find out if you're able to basically create a mini ITX computer test bench, this might be the way to go. I haven't really found too many of them that were really easy, simple, and fast to build and print out. So you can print this on your A1MINI. I believe this is 182. This one here is 182 millimeters, which just fits on your A1 Mini bed. Um, this was VO. Let's see, real quick. So I'm gonna be posting it, but that design was actually from originally from V0 VCHYK. So he's the original creator of this design. You could see it's a vertical stand. I wanted to make it horizontal. I didn't really like how the GPU kind of fell down a little bit. This setup would be good if you're not using a GPU. But like I said, if you guys wanted a mini ITX test bench specifically for mini ITX, you probably found the right place. Not to mention, again, you could print it on a printer as small as the A1 Mini, which is a very small 3D printer, and we kind of want to make it practical and as easy as possible, as fast as possible. So basically, you'll be able to print this thing within just a few hours. I have the 6 millimeter E3D diamond plated nozzle. Um, it prints it out really fast, and this is just the best way I thought I would be able to print something out and you do our benching like we normally do on our YouTube channel. So it's freaking sick. I mean, his is really nice, and honestly, all we did was remix it. So here we go. So we have our vertical stand. Like I said, his is vertical. I don't really like it standing up and down like that. So what I did was I actually set it up in a horizontal manner. Um, Again, it's not perfect, definitely not perfect. So there we go. So it's the same size here as before, but now we made two legs. So this was our secondary um, remix. We're actually putting down a third remix. All right. So I'm going to show you guys that. I have a video of our third remix, and we'll set that up. Okay guys, so this is our third remix. It's actually, like I said, it's a mini ITX. You're only going to be able to fit a mini ITX board. I was able to put a Microatx, but the motherboard was hanging, so I'll show you guys kind of what I did. Basically, all I did was cut down that Microatx board slot, or I don't know exactly how they would call it, but I cut it down a little bit so this way we could print it. I'm kind of just explaining what I did. The SSD, you just have to screw into the actual platform where the motherboard sits down, so just under that. We have the two legs. These are two custom legs. You kind of have to, move them around, and there's no direct bolt hole for it, so you got to be able to screw them in. Really small screws, very good. Flathead, like flat screws, definitely solid. You can see here we actually used metal standoffs. I like the metal standoffs. They do have plastic standoffs that you can use, but for strength purposes, this is what I've seen as the best way. And same thing with these legs. What I do is I screw them in, but not only do I screw them in, I also glue them down, so they're pretty fairly secure. Not perfect. What's wrong with the design that I have as far as what I did? I think the GPU, the graphics card needs more support. Definitely needs more support. Um, you know, I'd love it if other people would remix this remix the original. Um, like I said, it's a great option for those trying to just get a quick test bench for dirt cheap. Um, so you're just printing out a few items, and then you got yourself a mini ITX test bench. If you have a mini ITX motherboard, this is perfect. You could even use the APU on your system if you have it. But yeah, it definitely needs a GPU support if you're gonna use this long term. Another thing, the power button. So I have my power button wired down like that. Um, his original print was actually, it actually had a power button already set up to just kind of screw on, I believe, and it looked really good. I just didn't have the time to kind of go through all that, and I'm not really that too. I should say I'm not really that good in Tinkercad and all that, and I kind of lost hope in it. But I wanted to be able to, at the minimum, post my A1 Mini print so that others with the A1 Mini can get a nice little test bench out of it. Hopefully this helps you guys out. This is what I was able to do. All I did was cut down his board. There's nothing really crazy. You got some nuts wiring over here. If you have a modular power supply, it would definitely help with this setup. But yeah, you're gonna want the mini ITX board for this. If you have one already, it's perfect. Let me just go over real quick. All right, so this is his, and basically, let's see. All right, so this one's his. That's the original, and then this is just the cut down. Really simple. I'm pretty sure I just took one half, moved it in, drilled the holes wherever he had them, and wherever was necessary. Um, I'm sure I messed up a little bit, but I tried my best, and we basically just took this end, moved it inward. Um, you know, Anything I could cut out, I did, just to make it fit that board. I'm gonna print this. I'm gonna put this on Thingiverse as the entirety, so you guys can figure out what needs to be printed. If you guys want the full size, maybe the full size is better for you. But like I said, it is a remix. If you guys want to put a little bit more work into it, feel free. Definitely check it out. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Hopefully this helped, and hopefully you guys can print out a mini ITX test bench. Thanks again, guys.